And sciatica is brutal. It's been brutal for a lot of folks. And like I said, I look at the medical literature and it's screaming COVID. COVID illness or COVID vaccine, it is screaming. Like I said, I've never encountered so many people dealing with such a brutal ailment. I mean, this thing, it's brutal. I mean, sometimes you can't even walk. You can't sleep, you lose sleep. Your mind, you feel like you're damn going crazy. I had a family member one time made a joke. She made a joke about her sciatica. She was telling me that when she was really at her lowest point with the pain, like brutal, she said she even asked the doctor, could they just cut off her damn leg? It was that bad. And I laughed at the time. But then when I got sciatica, when I was at my bottom, deep and brutal with pain, man, in my mind I kept saying, you know, could I walk around one leg? I'm not lying, man. It was that bad. It was bad. It was bad. And I think the worst for me was when it was like in my hip, thigh. It went to my shin, of course. The shin was really bad. That's horrible. But the worst for me, I think, was my foot. And I would explain to people, doctors and things, what it felt like, and they would kind of look at me like, wow. But it was just my foot that was lit up. I mean, lit up like shock. Walk around like somebody electrocuted my foot all day. And then it ended up being going to my big toe, just my big toe. So basically, somehow it worked its way from my hip all the way down to my thigh, to my knee, the shin, foot, and the toe was the last place that I felt it at. But the crazy thing is, when I first felt sciatica coming on, it started in the toe. The little tingling sensation. That's why you go to the doctor oftentimes. If you have injuries, or you go have spinal injuries, or you go for anything that's musculoskeletal, anything dealing with the bones, they always ask you, do you have any tingling feelings in your toes and fingers? Because that could mean something pinched nerve, things like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. But like I said, sciatica is if you're dealing with sciatica, man, I'm praying for you. Google, remedies, treatments for sciatica, because there's a lot of information out there right now. A lot of exercises. Soak in the tub with Epsom salt. Get your TENS unit. Deep tissue massages, that definitely helps. Therapy definitely helps, because therapy is with therapy, they're gonna try to work that disc back into the space so it's not protruding against your nerve root. So therapy is great as well. They say ice is good for the immediate relief. For immediate relief, ice.